Alright, so this video could be really cool, or it could be a complete and utter failure. So we'll see what happens. About a year ago, I made a video about making glue from dog bones. I took these rawhide chew toys, and then just, I think I let them soak in a hot pot of water, and then I think some of them I cut up, and then just let all the pieces just kind of simmer in hot water, and then the fat or whatever it is that's in these bones, I condensed it down, and then it made an extremely strong glue. So I want to take that same kind of idea, and I want to see if you can do that with duct tape. I'm sure some of you probably just heard me say that, and you're thinking you are a complete moron. I do want to see if I can strip off a whole roll of duct tape, put it into a pot, and then just let it simmer for, say, 2-3 hours, and see if we can boil all the glue off of the tape. And then if we can boil all the glue off the tape, I want to see how strong it is. So once we do all that, I have some wood blocks. So I'd like to, let it simmer, see if the glue comes off, and if it does, then we can condense all of the water. Then we can boil all the water out and condense it down to a thick syrup, much like the bone glue was. And we'll see how strong it is. So let's get this tape into this pot. So here's my plan. Hopefully this works out. I have the rolled duct tape on a zip tied into the ceiling on a broom handle, and then obviously the tape is here, and so I'm just going to pull it all down into the pot. Hopefully that works. Well, I was going to do a whole roll of duct tape, but I feel like that's going to be enough. I mean, that's a full pot. And I only need enough glue to just get enough on just one little square of wood. So I think that'll do it. Now we just need to add some water. I'm going to try not to make a mess. There we go. That's very full. Pretty much all of it's in there. So now we're just gonna put it on top of our hot plate, and we're gonna put this. Well, I should have turned it to where I can see it. We're gonna put this on. We'll go medium heat, and I'll probably come back and check on it in 2 to 3 hours just to see how it's doing. All right, so I know I said that I was gonna let this duct tape sit in the pot for, I think I said just a few hours. It's actually been roughly about 16 hours. I just let it go all the way through the night and then into today on medium, which for this, about 150 degrees. So I think at 150 degrees for 16 hours, I think if anything is gonna happen, I think that's plenty of time to do it. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a pair of pliers. I also had to put this, ow, it's hot. I also had to put this piece of cinder block in here to push the tape down, because for whatever reason, the hotter it got, the tape just kept trying to rise up out of the pot. So I'm just gonna grab this cinder block, and hopefully I can hopefully this comes out in one piece. It doesn't look like a whole lot happened. I don't know why it's making that noise now. All of a sudden it smells really bad. So now we have about half a pot of water. So now let's go ahead and turn the heat all the way up. And then now I'm just gonna let all the water boil out, and then hopefully there's a little bit of enough of the glue came off that it can be condensed down into something that can stick. So we'll come back whenever the water boils off. So this has been boiling for hours and hours, and it's been condensed down to that. So what we're gonna do now is take that and pour it into this little tin. That right there seems good. And then we'll take this and put this on here, and then we'll condense it down further in there. So I assume that this is probably gonna boil really fast, or boil off really fast since it's so small. So let's just go ahead and turn it up on high. I'm gonna be prepared with my popsicle stick and my blocks. I think the key to having this work is to not let it burn. We want it to be just like a glue, just like a syrup. So I don't know if I should stir it or if I should just let it do its thing. But we definitely don't want it to burn. Oh, it's starting to boil now. I'm gonna stir it. We're really starting to get low on water. It's not quite where it needs to be. I'm just gonna kind of hold it on this corner, get the rest of that water out of there. I think we're just about there. Alright, I think about right there is where we need to be. Let's actually just go ahead and just turn this out. Alright, all that for just that like little tiny bit of glue. So we've got a nice spread on there. We're gonna put it in a clamp. Alright, it's clamped up, and then we're gonna check it in 48 hours and see how strong it is. Alright guys, well, so far so good. It seems like it's actually gonna be pretty strong. So you guys know how this next part works. Obviously I have the pulley and the crane scale, and I have the chain that goes down to the concrete, and then I'm just gonna take this, put it in between the crane scale and the chain, and then we'll use the pulley to pull up on it, and then the crane scale will tell us how much weight it takes to break it apart. Alright, I've got the chain hooked up. Oh, I need to turn this thing on. Alright. So let's see how much this thing can hold. Oh, we're already at 16. Oh, jeez. This is actually a lot more than what I thought. We're up to 161. The rope's slipping out of my fingers. We're up to 248. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna reset the scale. And I'm gonna get something to help me. So far, we've already been up to 248 pounds. So this is actually way stronger than what I anticipated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this sledgehammer. Let's pull this up tight. And I'm gonna wrap the rope around the sledgehammer like that. Then I can use the sledgehammer to pull down. Let's get back here. Ooh, this is probably gonna end up bad. Ooh, jeez. Something bad's gonna happen. Oh, the rope's gonna break. Okay. So 490 pounds. That's when it failed. But I don't think... What is happening here? I don't think it broke at the seam, though. I think... Yeah, here's one half. The wood block broke. It didn't break at the seam. So, at 490 pounds, I guess if you boil duct tape and get the adhesive off of it and then condense it down, I guess it's a lot stronger than what you would think. Now it's time for the truth. Obviously, well, I guess not obviously, but the blocks that you just saw were not the blocks that we put the glue on from the duct tape. These are the blocks that we put the glue on from the duct tape, and this is how strong they are. There's literally nothing. Whenever I took the clamp off of them, they literally just fell apart. So, to answer the question, no, you cannot boil duct tape and make glue. I don't know what that brown liquid was. I guess it was who knows? But it definitely wasn't glue, and it wasn't sticky whatsoever, because these, like literally, it didn't, not even a half of a pound to separate them. They literally just never even stuck together. So the blocks that you saw had Gorilla wood glue on them, so that's why they were so strong. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.